Hello humans, I am Jaya. Webtoon and brushes will be linked below. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Now, to achieve the warm tone, cozy aesthetic, look at the colors you notice in the morning or the evening time. These are known as golden hours when it is orange, red, and pinkish in the morning or evenings. However, it's still daylight, so there's still going to be some blue as the sun sets or rises. These contrasting and complementary colors can help the scene look more organic and vibrant, as you can see in my background. The backgrounds are made in SketchUp. Making it look more like a set design or dollhouse saves a lot of time and won't stress out your computer. I then save a shot that I want and download in PNG file to use for my webtoon. Here's some backgrounds you can also use from Clip Studio or from Acon 3D if you're not on Clip Studio Paint. Same with IBIS Paint if you're on mobile. I still hand draw some of the backgrounds, as it saves me more time than to model the other side of a room since they don't stay in place for very long. I also recycle assets when the scene is still, as you can see me doing with the door. This also saves me a good amount of time. Now on to the sky outside. This panel is a continuation of this panel I made when I wanted to practice drawing backgrounds, and I was amazed at the results that I wanted to share. So this scene is an early morning hour. The colors I found to work for me was a salmon pinkish color and a pastel baby blue. This gives me the vibes of a cozy lo-fi Ghibli kind of feel that makes the scene look okay, my editing is bad. You have to see what I'm doing. With no blend modes, airbrush a light blue, then the same with a light orange, then use multiply at 30% opacity, then a oranges pink, then glow dodge where the light enters at 47%. That's pretty much it for the background. I apply the same methods to the rest of the panels down below. Be careful that you try not to make the colors look the same everywhere, because there are some places that the light is not going to reach, like behind this bed or bookshelf here. You should also lightly color over the lines on the background, so this will push it away a little farther from your characters that stand in the foreground. And this helps blend your assets into the story too. I've done this in a couple of recent drawings. This makes it look like the items look like they belong. However, I still love to hand draw the background, sometimes. The pen that I'm using is custom made, but it's still the default texture pen Clip Studio Paint offers. I just slightly adjusted it a bit to have slimmer edges on the brush. You're probably wondering if this is a published webtoon. It's not, unfortunately. Well, not yet at least. I do plan on making this story. It's currently still in its writing stage, and I come up with better ideas for this story. I've posted up a few teaser drawings on Reddit. Some too really want to see the story too come out, and I can't wait for it either. Some say that they love the Ghibli vibes that they get from these panels, but I still have a current webtoon that needs to be finished, as it has my old fantasy, adventure, sci-fi vibes that I still love, but I wanted to break away from it and enjoy something new. Ironically, it's old vintage looks and gothic architecture. I mean, look at this! It's like a break from how buildings look today. I want to live in a castle one day. I mean, this aesthetic is still the dream, right? The story is about a war between humans and monsters. What I'm drawing here would be much later in the story. It was actually starting off with my main protagonist meeting a monster, then this guy here, who is a soldier in this war. Where monsters fight off human soldiers with crazy abilities and superhuman strength, in this world, humans are born with natural abilities and are drafted to hone their abilities a lot better when they are set out on missions to fight where monsters might be. That's the short summary of what I have written. I'll talk more about this webtoon sometime again in another video. His character here has the telekinetic ability to levitate. He's sent out on more scouting missions along with another who has the ability to teleport. Protagonist, she does not have any abilities at all. In the story, people born with abilities are basically superhuman. Their senses are more heightened and they can see in the dark or see further away, run faster and longer and everything. Even the weakest person has still heightened senses. But my main protagonist, she's just an ordinary person, despite her whole family having abilities. The only silver lining is that she wasn't drafted like her brother was, but by that time, that was around the end of the draft. The inspiration behind the story are from my two favorite Ghibli films, The Wind Rises and Howl's Moving Castle. What got this story started and the environment that these characters are currently set in was the Netflix series Shadow and Bone. I should get Netflix again. I should finish that show. It's almost time to wrap up this video. Off note, but I almost had to restart this entire editing process as TikTok got banned for a few hours and CapCut went out. So if I sounded a little irritated, this is why. I went to download another editing app so I can finish making this video. I'm on Filmora on my tablet right now. It's pretty alright, it gets the job done. It's better for making shorter content. It's kind of annoying that it's limited though. CapCut might be back later, but Filmora will be here for just a little bit until it comes back. Okay, the last part of this video, it was probably more yap than a little bit more tutorial like, but I feel a little better about recording when I just talk. The brushes I'm using are these two brushes on Clip Studio Paint, available in the asset store. And that's how I make my webtoon comic. Hopefully you'll be there when this story releases on Webtoon and Tapas someday. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to check out more of my art, you can find me on Instagram and Blue Sky, and my webtoon Connor's Monsters, as well as the 3 brushes I use linked below. Here's the final panel.